am having, Mac.
It's not often where Nintendo gives a character their own year, but when you're as beloved and as well known as Luigi, well, it seems like a pretty darn good idea. I mean, when you think about it, the Super Mario franchise is one of the most popular and lucrative in the world. I mean, even with its most recent movie, it gained even more popularity with it being the second highest grossing animated movie of all time. But even before this, Mario was on top of the world, and the same can be said for the company that owns this character. As much as people love Mario, an argument can be made that perhaps Luigi is the more liked brother and even most liked character within the franchise. Knowing this, and with it being the 30th anniversary of Luigi, during the Nintendo Direct that took place on February 14, 2013, it had been announced that they would dedicate an entire year to the aforementioned character. A lot happened during this year, and on paper it sounded absolutely fantastic. At this time, I was around 11 years old, and to me, this was the coolest thing ever. I mean, man, it's still super cool to me now. I remember having my neighbor over and begging my mom to make cupcakes with green frosting on them to celebrate Luigi. By the way, she did because my mom is awesome. But anyway, there were many games released to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Luigi, but it didn't stop there. Nintendo went hard with promotional material, opening online Miiverse communities dedicated to the character, hosting online competitions, creating tons of merchandise, videos, and even revising their website to celebrate the man in green. Nintendo was doing their very own version of LOL, lots of Luigi. This was the best time to be a Luigi fan. If you were a Luigi fan, your favorite character was getting attention in every single way possible. The fan favorite title Luigi's Mansion was getting a sequel after having been neglected for over 10 years. There was not one, but two special themed 3DSs to celebrate the character, New Super Luigi U, Dr. Luigi, Luigi Bros, Super Luigi Bros, and Mario Luigi Dream Team, which is basically the Mario Luigi game made for Luigi fans. They even made a promotional recording of Luigi talking for about 2 minutes about his year. Nintendo had lots of games coming out on both the Wii U and the 3DS, but they weren't just any games. They were games about everyone's favorite, Luigi. Now, you would think that this would probably be the most money Nintendo has ever hauled in, well, history. You would think Nintendo had crafted one of the best business strategies ever. You would even think that Nintendo was ready to take the world by storm with just one character, Luigi. As an 11-year-old, and even up until just a couple months ago, I was led to believe all these things. But then, I had accidentally stumbled upon an article claiming that during the year 2013, where the year of Luigi had begun, Nintendo lost $457 million. I was shocked. I was so confused as to why and even how such a good idea could have spun so entirely out of control. How could this have happened? How did Nintendo manage to lose so much money on such a good idea? Well, the answer is so simple and honestly did not require much research to figure out. 1 year prior to the start of the year of Luigi, Nintendo had released the Wii U. And if you know anything about Nintendo or this console, you will know that the Wii U was a huge financial failure. I mean, this console failed so hard that one could make an argument that this was the lowest point for Nintendo. After having released the monster that is known as the Wii, Nintendo did a huge 180 in releasing one of its worst consoles. There were a number of reasons why the Wii U is regarded as a failure, like its name, its perplexing concept, and perhaps the overall confusion people had with it when what it was supposed to be. Was it meant to be an add-on to the Wii or an entirely new console? These were the questions people had, and many were confused. The crazy thing about it is, this console had some absolutely stellar games. Super Mario 3D World, Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, Mario Kart 8, Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD, Splatoon, Pikmin 3, Super Mario Maker, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I mean, these games were almost as cool as you after you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Yes, the console had its fair share of stinkers, but there's a reason a hefty majority of the games I just mentioned now have ports or sequels on the Nintendo Switch. The games weren't a problem for the Wii U, everything else was. I mean, the Wii U was a metaphorical sinking ship that the year of Luigi just so happened to be on. I mean, you can make the case that this campaign was dead on arrival. I mean, even if we were to go back and look at the numbers put up by the year of Luigi, you'll quickly find out that this promotion was far from the problem here. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon has sold over 6 million copies, making it just outside the top 10 of most purchased 3DS titles. Then you have New Super Luigi U, which is the 8th best-selling Wii U title, selling over 3 million copies. Lastly, you have Mario and Luigi Dream Dream Team. Now, this series wasn't exactly doing all that great as it was, but the game sold over 2 million copies, ranking as the 26th highest selling 3DS game, and this is the second highest selling game within the Mario & Luigi series. I only look back at the most marketable and memorable games in this campaign, but even through this quick little breakdown, you can see that the year of Luigi was hardly the problem. But because of the Wii U's massive commercial and financial failure, the year of Luigi isn't remembered fondly to people, and we may never get anything like this again because of it. It's a real shame too, because I personally believe if we had gotten a year of Luigi-esque promotion around the time the Switch released, or even right now, we would all be seeing a much different tune. I mean, in my non-professional opinion, Nintendo really went hard with this campaign. It felt like they wanted this to succeed more than anything they have ever or will ever do. I mean, when you really think about it, they did next to nothing for the 35th anniversary for The Legend of Zelda, not even really acknowledging it. Yeah, 30 years is a bigger milestone than 35, but even then, for Mario's 35th, Nintendo gave him a new logo, 3D All-Stars, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and so much more. When you really think about all of this, Nintendo did a whole lot for the Year of Luigi campaign. They really cared. That isn't to say they don't care now about anniversaries or celebrations, but next to the Year of Luigi, every other campaign looked and felt like next to nothing. After doing the research for this video, I began thinking that perhaps the Year of Luigi promotion was Nintendo making a heavy push for the Wii U in an attempt to get out of their projected financial rut. I mean, since the Wii U released a few months before this campaign began, it's possible Nintendo saw the sales for this kind of thing, and in an attempt to remedy what was to come, they pushed the 30th anniversary of Luigi in hopes to pick up traction for the console. This is nothing more than just my headcanon though. If this actually were the case, it would have made so much more sense for them to release Dark Moon on the Wii U. I mean, this was easily the best thing to come out of this campaign for sure. I don't need to remind you of the sales numbers to tell you that. In conclusion, I think we all need to start looking more positively at the Year of Luigi. I think it did a great job working within the circumstances it had to. Do I think we'll ever get a year dedicated to Luigi or another character again? Probably not. But that doesn't mean this promotion failed. I love the Year of Luigi and would be glad to have something else like it. But what do you guys think? Did you enjoy the Year of Luigi? Do you even remember it? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications bell so you never miss a video from me. Thank you all again so much for watching. This is Sonic signing out. Have a super blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?